Bohemian Grove, a private campground in the redwoods of California where hundreds of businessmen, musicians, artists, and former presidents gather in a retreat to perform a satanic-like ritual. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be breaking down the horrific truth about the Bohemian Grove, so please leave a like, hopefully I earn your subscription by the end, and enjoy the video. The Bohemian Club is an invitational and male-only organization founded in San Francisco in the year 1872 by a group of male journalists, all who shared an interest in the arts and culture, with their motto being, "Weaving spiders come not here," which means any discussion of business is prohibited, but we all know that rule was definitely broken. Over time, the club expanded its membership to include businessmen and politicians. The club has a massive list of attendees. I will link the full list in the description, but here are some notable ones. Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, George W. Bush, Dwight Eisenhower, Theodore Roosevelt, Herbert Hoover, Gerald R. Ford, and Calvin Coolidge, all who were US presidents at one point and all representatives of the Republican Party. And no, I couldn't find any reliable or sufficient evidence of Donald Trump attending the Grove. But there is a conspiracy that the club selects its future presidents and shaping global plans. But these are just conspiracy, guys. The club has also invited actors, musicians, CEO of banks, the CEO of McDonald's, and even the CEO of DreamWorks has attended the Grove. So basically all the rich and powerful men are invited. And if you're wondering how one gets invited, well, first of all, if you're a woman, then you ain't going. But the process of being invited is generally kept in secrecy. Many speculate you must be invited by several members of the club, and if you weren't invited by the age of 30, you'd likely be dead before being accepted. And there's also a $25,000 initiation fee and hefty yearly dues. I also have to mention, since women were not allowed in the club, in 1978, the Bohemian Club was charged with discrimination by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing over its refusal to hire female employees, and in January 1981, the judge issued a decision supporting the practices of the club. But in October 17th of that same year, the judge's decision was overruled by the State Fair Employment and Housing Commission, which they ordered the club to begin recruiting and hiring women as employees. The Bohemian Grove, a 2,700-acre campground located in Montreal, California, hidden by the redwood trees of the forest with many signs warning of private property, no trespassing, and security guarding all day and night. Many only speculate what these men with higher power keep hidden from the public. Did they strategize for a new world order, practice of human sacrifice, or even child abuse? These are all common conspiracies of the Bohemian Grove, but guys, take everything you see on the internet with a grain of salt. Most of this is just speculation from conspiracy theorists, but there are some evidence of people who infiltrated the Grove to prove some of this to be true. I also tried to Google Earth the Bohemian Grove, but most of the camp is hidden by the trees, which makes sense since redwood trees can reach up to 380 feet. Either that or they are covering it up digitally. There are 118 campsites scattered throughout the Grove. These common campgrounds are also sleeping quarters for the members of the club. Hillbillies, Mandalay, Cavemen, Stowaway, Uplifters, Owl's Nest, Hideaway are just some of the names of the camps. There's also Grove gathering spots, the Grove Stage, a 2,000-seat amphitheater, museum stage, the clubhouse used for dining and entertainment, and the heart of it all, the Owl Shrine and the lake. Each year, a Grove play is performed for one night during the final weekend of the camp. The play is a large-scale musical theatrical production written and composed by the club members, involving at least 300 people including chorus, cast, stage crew, and orchestra, and is estimated that the Grove play would cost up to $170,000 to perform. Also, any women roles in the play are performed by the men dressed in drag. So imagine George W. Bush in a fluffy dress. An annual ritual performed by and for the members of the club. The ritual is performed by burning care, a human effigy in sacrifice, right in front of the 40-foot owl statue, which is known as Moloch, which in the Hebrew Bible, Moloch associates with the practice of child sacrifice. Yeah, crazy stuff. Anyway, the ritual symbolizes a way for the members to release any internal guilt or fear they carry. The owl also has a bit of dialogue during the ritual speech, voiced by the newsreader Walter Cronkite. Also, the members that are involved in this ritual wear red robes throughout the ceremony. Since the owl symbolizes Moloch, there are many conspiracies that the effigy is actually a human child being sacrificed. While there is no actual concrete evidence connecting Bohemian Grove to any real child sacrifices, pro boxer Ryan Garcia recently claimed that he was at Bohemian Grove and witnessed disturbing events, including watching children being harmed and SA'd.
Bro, they fucking took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking tied me down and they made me fucking watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a fuck anymore. Yes, I fucking lost it. They're fucking little kids.
Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple clips of the members being confronted about the Grove, and the way they react or try to dodge the question is very sus to me. This first one is David Gregan, who says he's a happy member and it would be very inappropriate to speak more about the Grove.
Okay, one last question. I read a Washington Times article many years ago where you had a comment about the organization, and then now it's been in the Wall Street Journal, it's been in a lot of different newspapers, and that's the Bohemian Grove. And back in, 1996, when you joined as a Clinton advisor, the Republicans were criticizing you. Oh, what about Bohemian Grove? And then you countered them by saying, "Hey, I don't run around in the woods naked." What did that mean? Here is the before-mentioned Washington Times article where he said, "I didn't run around naked like they do."
I don't know what quote you're referring to. I'm not aware of any quote like that. Listen, I am a happy member of the Bohemian Grove. I like the folks who come there, and it's really inappropriate for me to talk about the group beyond that. Thank you.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the Cremation of Care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Great owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy adjuration.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the Cremation of Care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Really?
That's right.
Well, I'm Alex Jones, and I snuck in there in 2000. I'm the guy that blew it wide open and got the video. It's been on national TV.
Well, I disrespect you for that.
You do?
I do.
But it's a lot of big public officials going in there. Don't we deserve to know?
I don't know anything about you, and I don't know anything about your film. But if you go in there with an understanding, you violated that understanding by releasing that film, and I don't respect you for that.
Really? But we have public officials.
I'm sorry. You took an understanding when you went in there that you would not do that film. And did you have an understanding when you went in there?
No.
Did you crash it?
Yes.
Yeah, and it has no trespassing signs there too, doesn't it?
No, they put them up after.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just walked in.
I'm sorry, sir. I've been there before. I know what the circumstances are, and I'm sorry you violated the understandings. That was not a gentlemanly thing to do.
But what about the ritual? Is the ritual genuinely?
Sir, everything. I don't owe you this comment.
I know. I appreciate it.
This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you
ever
and goodbye.
Been in the ritual?
That's none of your damn business.
Oh.
That's right. Listen. You go around and make understandings with people and violate them. You ambush people on the streets, and that's inappropriate form of journalism. If you wish to practice that, that's fine, but don't ask others to respect you for it. If you want to, you can do. You're free American, like anything you want. If you want to be uncivil and rude and ungentlemanly, that's up to you. But don't expect the rest of us to say, "Oh well, you're
there, Mr. Gergen."
I'm sorry, nobody sets policy in there. We try to be gentlemen, and obviously, you don't belong there.
This next one is Bill Richardson, a former New Mexico governor, who is being asked about the Grove and tries to dodge the question multiple times, and he sweats like crazy, which, What are you guys hiding that makes you sweat that much? It's very sus.
I'm sorry. You gave a keynote speech at the Bohemian Grove Club, sir. A club which openly has mock child sacrifices and satanic worship, sir. Can you answer my question, sir, please?
I was very pleased. I was very pleased with my performance in the debate. It was a good debate.
What about the Bohemian Grove Club, though, sir? That's very important. They do mock human sacrifices there, sir, and you reported being there.
I was very pleased with my performance in the debate.
Sir, why did you ignore my question, sir? Can we have open dialogue? If you want to be president, let's have an open dialogue about this. You just ignored me, sir. It's not nice. It's not.
It's running up a storm about that Bohemian Grove over there. Human sacrifices, a male prostitute shipped in there yearly. I should like to know what goes on over there.
That's respectable stuff.
I know, isn't it? It's disgusting.
What you're doing is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about what the governor does over there yearly at Bohemian Grove.
This is about the debate. This is not an open news conference.
Right. Well, with the governor, there's never an open news conference. He talks about AIDS and healthcare and the same stuff over and over. Governor, Bohemian Grove, actually, you said before that did you or did you not attend Bohemian Grove in San Francisco? You've been ignoring this question for 3.5 years, Governor.
Just one last question. Last time we talked, you were kind of like setting up a storm when I brought up the Bohemian Grove. Why is that?
The what?
The Bohemian Grove. Nothing.
I'm sure you guys have seen this video of Alex Jones where he infiltrates the Grove and records the Cremation of Care ritual. The video has poor quality, which makes sense since he recorded this back in July of 2000. You guys can watch Alex's full video and documentary at Infowars.com, but I'm going to show you guys a little bit.
Smiling, she will rise and give to you her kiss. So must ye come as children. Little children that believe nor ever doubt her beauty and her faith, nor deem her tenderness can change or die.
When will ye learn that me ye cannot slay? Year after year ye burn me in this grove, lifting your puny shouts of triumph to the stars. But when again ye turn your faces to the marketplace, do ye not find me waiting as of old? Fools! Fools!
Once more, we banish thee. Begone, dull care. Fire shall have its will of thee. Begone, dull care. And all the winds make merry with thy doubts. Hail, fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, midsummer sets us free.
YouTuber Dancer1 has 2 videos where he infiltrates the Grove, so I'm gonna show you guys the most disturbing and creepy findings I've seen in his videos. But I really recommend watching his full 2 videos, maybe at least just the first one, because this guy really explored the whole Grove without being caught.
So I just shine my light in here, and all the lights just turned on. What the fuck? It's Bohemian Grove. I'm here. I'm doing it. And if I shine this light for any longer, I might get yeah. This is the owl statue. What the f***? No way. This is f***ing cool. Oh, that's hollow. They need to fill this pond up. Christmas in Bohemia. Come as children, little children. 1997. That is a sinister. What the I don't know, man. This shit is weird.
So is Bohemian Grove just another conspiracy? No, this is a real place you can go to, but you're not allowed in, unless you are an invited member of the club. Do they sacrifice children? Well, with today's evidence, this is just a conspiracy, since they do practice and mock human sacrifices. But the Bohemian Grove in reality is just a way for old, rich, and powerful men to get together, create bonds, and speak on business. Maybe even select the next Republican president. And according to Bill Clinton, they also stand around naked to redwood trees.
As you say, the Bohemian Club? Yeah. That's where all those rich Republicans go up and stand naked against redwood trees, right? I've never been to the Bohemian Club, but you ought to go. It'd be good for you. Get some fresh air.
Very interesting what they do back there. Oh, also guys, people say the US Capitol's view from above is shaped like an owl. Could it be a reference to the Bohemian Club? Alright guys, that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and hopefully I earned your subscription. This whole conspiracy of Bohemian Grove really caught my eye because of Ryan Garcia, so I decided to make a video on this topic. I really want to make a video on Ryan himself, but he is constantly putting out stuff and trying to expose these quote-unquote higher-ups or elites and human trafficking. But you don't really know what's real and what's not, since if you really dive deep into it like we did in this video, there's no real solid evidence that they actually sacrificed children at the Bohemian Grove. So please don't believe everything you see or hear on the internet. And I'm not saying what they did and do at the Bohemian Grove isn't weird, because trust me, it's very odd that they mock human sacrifices. So as always, have a good one. And if you guys are interested on the most disturbing sports incidents, please make sure to check out my previous video. It would mean a lot. And I'll see you guys next time I upload.